Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this right here, this is chicken parm meatballs. We're making our chicken meatballs from chicken thighs today. I got about 12 ounces of them, just kind of diced up. They're gonna go into the food processor, which is where we're gonna make the meatballs. I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs. We'll add a couple teaspoons of heavy cream, a little bit of Parmesan, and then our Cattleman's Grill Italiano. Give it about a tablespoon. Last thing we're gonna do, about 1 or 2 teaspoons of our garlic olive oil. Now we don't wanna work this too much, we wanna break everything down. So we're gonna go a little bit at a time. Let's take a peek. So we're just looking to make sure there aren't any giant chunks of chicken left in here, but I think that this consistency is pretty nice to form into a meatball. So we're gonna form these into 1 ounce meatballs, 1.1, I'll give myself that one. And honestly, we don't even need to form them yet because we're just gonna portion them, and then we're gonna stuff them with mozzarella. So now we're gonna take each one of these portions, we're gonna flatten them out, we're gonna stick a little cube of fresh mozzarella in the middle. So this is going to help ensure that these are nice and juicy. We've already got the breadcrumbs that are soaking up the heavy cream, which is adding moisture to the chicken thighs, which already have plenty of fat, and now we've got the mozzarella in the middle. All right, getting this last one closed up here. Then we're gonna start getting our breading together. We're gonna start by cracking an egg. Whisk this up. Make a mess out of it. And step 2 is the panko. But we're gonna season this panko with the Urban Slicer White Pizza Mojo. We're gonna throw in about a tablespoon with 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. We're bypassing the 3-stage breading process today because I've done this with just the egg and with the breadcrumbs seasoned, and it turns out pretty well. So we just want to make sure that every piece gets coated with the breadcrumbs and then back onto the tray. Try to be good about keeping 1 wet hand, 1 dry hand. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna bake these inside the wood-fired oven on the Yoder. I've got the Yoder Smokers YS640S pellet grill sitting at 350 degrees with the wood-fired oven attachment. So we're gonna hit these with a little duck fat. And this way we can bake them, but kind of simulate that frying process that you get with chicken parm. This is 10 minutes in. I spun them once at 5. You can see we've got some nice browning around the edges here. So we've just stopped them about 150 degrees. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna top them with your mozzarella. We got some fresh mozz. Actually, hold on. Let me try that again. Let's do a little bit of our tomato sauce first. Now, if you want to, you can go check out our video we just released on how to make tomato sauce from scratch. But in a pinch and on a complicated recipe like this, where you've already made these meatballs from scratch, this Yo Mama's roasted garlic is really good stuff out of the jar. So now I do a pinch of fresh mozzarella on top, about a tablespoon for each one. And the other thing that I like to do is I like that there's a little bit of that mozzarella on the pan. We just scoot it up to the meatball, it creates a nice little cheese skirt. All right, so now back into the wood-fired oven. We're gonna crank it up to 500 just to get some nice browning on top. Another 5 to 7 minutes here. You can see we've got some beautiful browning on the top. Everything's melted. Let's get to eating these things. Let's serve these meatballs up on one of my favorite pastas, Bucatini. We just did a little bit of tomato sauce on here. You guys can go check out the video on that or pick up some of the Yo Mama's roasted garlic. That's what we use today. We'll do 3 meatballs per serving. We got that nice little crust on the outside, that skirt. Just shave a little fresh parm over the top. Maybe a lot of parm. I'm a parm fan. Time for the taste. Oh, I got all the mozzarella out of the middle. Super moist inside. And that's because, you know, we had the cream, we had the cheese inside, so I had the breadcrumbs that kind of soak up that moisture and hold it in there. But the outside's still crispy, despite the fact that we put sauce on the top. It helps that we totally crisped up that cheese on the top as well. Chicken parm, in meatball form. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. And with the bucatini, I love the way that soaks up sauce. One of my favorite pastas. You got to give this combo a try. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.